You know, every single second, there's a silent war being fought in the digital world. It's this high stakes battle against incredibly sophisticated fraudsters who operate in the shadows, coordinating these complex attacks to steal billions. But a new generation of AI is learning to see things differently. It's learning to see not just the transactions, but the hidden networks behind them. And in doing so, it's finally unmasking the ghost in the machine.
But that begs a really frustrating question, right? We have all this powerful AI, so why is fraud still such a massive runaway problem? Well, it turns out the answer is that for years, we've been asking our AI to fight with one hand tied behind its back. We've been giving it an incomplete picture of the battlefield.
And this slide really nails the fundamental shift in thinking. On the left, you've got the old way. It's like looking at a single tree. Each transaction is just a lonely row in a spreadsheet, judged all on its own. But look to the right. Now we see the whole forest. This new approach connects the dots, and it reveals these hidden relationships. Things like shared devices, IP addresses, weird transaction patterns that link what look like totally separate accounts into a coordinated fraud ring. And that is where the real action is.
So let's really dig into why that old model is just so broken. The crime itself has evolved, but for way too long, our defenses, they just haven't kept up.
This quote from the source material, man, it just says it all. Fraud isn't a solo sport anymore. It's a team effort. Criminals create these entire ecosystems of fake accounts and stolen identities just to hide what they're doing, and our traditional systems, which are only looking at one data point at a time, are completely blind to this coordinated strategy. So in practice, here are the big failures of that old way. First, those traditional models completely miss those fraud rings we talked about. They just can't see them. They also lack what you might call contextual intelligence. They can't tell that a new account is basically moving into a bad neighborhood by connecting to devices that are known to be fraudulent. And all this leads to a terrible side effect for us, more false positives. Your totally legitimate purchase gets declined just because your behavior looked a little weird in isolation. It's a super frustrating experience for everyone. Okay, so that's the problem. And this brings us to the solution. And it's not just a slightly better algorithm, it's a completely new way of seeing the data. We're talking about a huge shift from looking at static, boring lists to seeing dynamic, living networks that evolve in real time. The core technology that makes this all possible is called a dynamic graph. And unlike a static picture, it's actually designed to understand time and change. So every new account, every login from a new device, every single transaction, it's an event that updates this network, reflecting the true, fluid nature of all this financial activity. The best way to think about it is this. It's not a fixed snapshot. It's a living, breathing map of the entire financial ecosystem. It's a model that gets that the relationship between two accounts today might be totally different from what it was yesterday. And that is absolutely critical for catching fraudsters who are constantly changing their tactics. Okay, so we have this incredible living map, but how do you actually read it? Well, that's where a very special kind of AI comes in, graph neural networks, or GNNs for short. This is the engine that can actually read and understand the complex language of all those connections. Now, if you take just one thing away about how GNNs work, let it be this. It's basically the digital version of the old saying, you are who you associate with. A GNN figures out an account's risk not just by looking at the account itself, but by gathering information from all of its neighbors in the network. Is it connected to other accounts that have already been flagged? Is it using a device that's been seen in other scams? That neighborhood provides all the rich context that traditional models were completely missing. Now, there isn't just one way for these AIs to learn over time. On one hand, you have models that are really good at looking at the big picture, something like Evolve GCN. You can think of this as the AI updating its entire rulebook whenever fraudsters invent a whole new strategy. But then, on the other hand, you've got models like temporal graph networks, or TGNNs. These give each individual account its own memory, tracking its unique behavior over time to see if a good account suddenly goes bad. Out in the real world, the most effective strategy is often a hybrid one. You have these powerful GNNs do all the heavy lifting, analyzing the network, spotting all those suspicious connections. Then they package those insights up into these really rich features and hand them off to a trusted high-performance model like XGBoost, which is just incredibly good at making that final, fast, and accurate yes or no decision. You really get the best of both worlds.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? It's not that simple. Fraudsters don't just sit back and let this happen. They're intelligent, they're adaptive. This is a constant game of cat and mouse. And as our defenses get smarter, you better believe their attacks do too. The central challenge in this whole game has a name. It's called concept drift. It's a kind of a fancy term for a really simple idea. The patterns of fraud are always changing. The bad guys are always changing the rules of the game. As soon as we learn how to block one tactic, they just invent a new one. And that means any AI model will eventually become useless if it doesn't adapt. And they have a whole playbook. Camouflage is all about blending in, making their malicious activity look just like normal user behavior. Collusion is that network-based attack we talked about, using those fraud rings to act all at once. And then there's maybe the most dangerous one, account hijacking. That's where they take over a real trusted account and they inherit its good history to bypass all the defenses. So this leads to one of the absolute toughest questions in all of fraud detection. What do you do with a brand new user? A traditional model is totally blind because there's no history to analyze. This is called the cold start problem, and it's a massive vulnerability that fraudsters love to exploit by just constantly creating new accounts. But this is where graph technology just completely changes the game. It solves the cold start problem. Because even if a brand new account has zero transaction history, a GNN can figure out its risk based on its very first connections. Did it sign up using a device that's already linked to a known scam ring? The GNN sees that context and can flag the account as high risk from the very first moment. So where is all this heading? What's next? We're now looking ahead to build the next generation of AI defenders, systems that aren't just accurate, but are also transparent, collaborative, and even more adaptive than what we have today. A huge piece of the puzzle here is simply trust. I mean, a black box AI that just says fraud or not fraud with no explanation, that's just not good enough for analysts or for regulators. So explainable AI, or XAI, gives us the why. It can actually highlight the specific neighbors or the specific features in the network that led to a high-risk score, which turns the AI from some mysterious oracle into a transparent partner for the human expert. This is so cool. To fight a network, you need a network. Fraudsters collaborate, so the defenders should too, right? Federated learning is this really elegant solution that allows banks to work together without ever sharing sensitive customer data. Here's how it works. Each bank trains a model on its own private data. Then, they securely share only the learnings, just the model improvements. And from that, they build a much smarter global model that benefits everyone. Now this could be the ultimate evolutionary leap. Instead of just passively classifying transactions, something called reinforcement learning actually trains an AI to be an active, strategic agent. It learns to take the optimal action in any given situation, like maybe automatically tightening security when it suspects an attack. So this reframes the whole problem from just pattern recognition to a strategic game against an intelligent opponent. And that brings us to our final thought. We are in a technological arms race. As our AI defenders get smarter and smarter, so will the AI-powered tools used by the attackers. The real question for the future isn't just whether we can build an AI smart enough to stop fraud, but how we stay one step ahead in a game where both sides are constantly and relentlessly learning.